So Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard has sent shockwaves through the gaming industry, both positive and negative responses. And now both Sony and Microsoft have come out and further commented on the issue, or the topic rather. Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today, we are talking more about that Activision deal, man. That is a massive deal. Everybody in the gaming industry is talking about right now because it's a lot to it, right? On one side, you got the fact that, well, okay, Microsoft bought out Activision Blizzard for $69 billion. On the other side, you got Sony fans wondering, hey, or not just Sony fans, but I guess everybody really wondering, hey, what are any of these games going to become exclusive to Xbox? Is Call of Duty going to be exclusive to Xbox? We're going to be talking about that here in this video. But first things first, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you guys never miss any future gaming news or just gameplays. We talk about the games and play the games here on the channel, kind of the best of both worlds. So stick around for more if you guys do enjoy this one. So let's talk about this a little bit more, because like I said, we got multiple sides coming into this, right? There's a bunch of different things to talk about. Before we get into the whole debate between, what's going to be going on with the exclusives, there's actually one other interesting thing that I wanted to touch on, and it's related to this topic, this conversation, and that is Bobby Kotick, right? Who's the former head or CEO, whatever, of Activision. And something came out recently that obviously this is not going to come to fruition now, right? Because he is, he's no longer technically in charge. Well, he is for now, because the deal's not closing until 2023. So that's actually a long time if you think about it. We got a whole entire year to wait until this deal closes. But that said, I'm going to throw something up on screen right now, which is coming from Video Games Chronicle. It reads, Mr. Kotick has been eager to change the public narrative about the company, and in recent weeks has suggested Activision Blizzard make some kind of acquisition, including of game trade publications like Kotaku and PC Gamer, according to people familiar with them. It also states that an Activision spokeswoman disputed this, that Geo Media, the parent company of Kotaku, declined to comment, and PC Gamer didn't respond to a request for comment. Really interesting stuff there. So what it sounds like is Bobby Kotick wanted to basically buy out some big publications, right? Like Kotaku, for example, PC Gamer. Who knows if there's any other ones, right? Maybe GameStop, or not GameStop, GameSpot. I always get the two mixed up. IGN, probably not those ones, but that's really crazy because he wanted to change the public reception and narrative about the company. That's kind of like, red flag, dude. Red flag, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. So there's also other talks around whether Phil Spencer is going to basically, give Bobby Kotick the boot or not, because at the end of the day, once the deal closes, Phil Spencer's in charge of all of it. He's going to be the big boss, which is also good because I want to talk about that too in just a second. But there's some things that give me hope about that as well. But that aside, for now, will that happen? It seems like there's hints that Phil Spencer may kick out Bobby Kotick when time comes, but I don't think there's any definitive answer quite yet. That said, like I said before, Phil Spencer being a gamer himself, one of the things that I always, felt about the higher ups in Activision, the people that make decisions, is the fact that they feel very disconnected from the gaming world, right? And they don't seem to know what on earth is actually going on. They make all these corporate decisions that make sense for a money kind of, perspective of things, which, yes, I get. At the end of the day, they're all businesses. Phil Spencer too is going to obviously want to have a model that's going to make money at the end of the day. But with Phil Spencer, he's also a gamer, right? The people at Xbox, they're integrated, they're ingrained into the gaming community, and because of that, they have a little bit more of a sense of like, okay, what's good for the gamer and also what's good for us as a business, right? And I think that's going to be really good, because who knows what that can mean for Call of Duty? Who knows what that can mean for other franchises? I mean, for Call of Duty, maybe we finally get Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer that launches. Will that be an exclusive to Xbox? Who knows? We're going to jump into that in just a second. Bear with me. But to finish the train of thought, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, right? We got 1 and 2 remade. Loved it. A lot of you guys subscribed to this channel when we were making content on that game. I want more. I'm a huge fan of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series. Could we see more? Could that be something that Phil Spencer looks at and he's like, okay, let's pursue that. Let's make more Tony Hawk games, or remake more Tony Hawk games, right? Guitar Hero is another one. Could Guitar Hero come back under Phil Spencer? Because here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, Phil Spencer is a gamer, and he also wants to have as many great games on the Xbox platform as possible, whether they're exclusive or not. At the end of the day, I mean, it's money, right? It's money to be made, and it's good for the gamer. Happy gamers, you know, it's a healthy relationship, right? A healthy business model. So at the end of the day, I'm really excited to see what the future holds. Maybe Call of Duty actually improves, because maybe, you know, Phil Spencer, as, you know, the head now of all of it, says, hey, you know, let's make some changes here, and it just creates a better work environment, and we get a little bit more, I guess we get more of the fans being listened to for Call of Duty. Because I know one thing for sure is that a lot of the developers seemingly have wanted to make some changes, but they've been kind of pushed in a certain direction by Activision, right? So I mean, the possibilities of this deal are endless. But moving on from that, let's talk about the actual kind of back and forth between Sony and between Xbox. Now, what's interesting is that Sony shares actually plummeted 13% in Tokyo on Wednesday when the announcement of Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard for $69 billion. Again, I cannot get over that. Went through and you know, was publicly made known, right? So that's crazy, man. 13% is is a pretty significant drop and whatnot. But again, we have Sony and Microsoft coming out. So I'll throw it up on screen. We're going to read through what Sony says first. So this coming from The Verge, Sony has responded to Microsoft's blockbuster proposal to buy Activision Blizzard with a comment on what that might mean for the future games like Call of Duty on PlayStation. Because if you guys don't know, they've had a deal with PlayStation for a while, between Call of Duty and PlayStation. So they said, this is Sony, we expect that Microsoft will abide by contractual agreements and continue to ensure Activision games are multi-platform, a spokesperson tells the Wall Street Journal. So that in and of itself is very interesting. What is the contract though? How long is the contract for? Once a contract ends, what happens then? You know what I mean? We already know that Microsoft, right, Xbox, they came out, they made Starfield an Xbox exclusive. Phil Spencer has been subtly hinting at the possibility of Elder Scrolls 6 being Xbox exclusive. We don't know that one for sure yet. Starfield we do. We just don't know what the possibilities are with this, right? What could they be willing to make console exclusive for Xbox? Right now, technically, if they wanted to, they do whatever they want. I mean, once they own Activision Blizzard, they do whatever they want. Now, again, you got to think about the fact of like what's good for both, you know, the company, Microsoft and Xbox, and what is good for the gamer. And at the end of the day, you know, it's kind of thinking about both those things. Now, in one side of the things, having exclusives pushes more hardware units. More hardware units will push out more software, because if people buy more Xbox consoles, they're more prone to look at other games as well. That said, at the same time, if you're owning Activision Blizzard now, any games that are multi-platform, I mean, you're technically making that money now because you own those companies, right? So the games that are being sold on PlayStation, Microsoft's getting, you know, profit from. They're getting money from those sales. So it's kind of an interesting like balance that they're probably gonna have to think about. I don't know how the little ins and outs kind of go in with that. That said, we actually have a response from Microsoft, right? So Phil Spencer said Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms, and we plan to continue to support those communities moving forward. He said that earlier this week. It goes on to say from The Verge, it's easy to imagine a future where Microsoft maintains Call of Duty Warzone across multiple platforms, but any future Call of Duty games go Xbox exclusive. Again, this is not Phil Spencer saying that. That is, you know, The Verge talking about that. After all, Microsoft isn't spending $68.7 billion to keep publishing PlayStation games forever, which is true. Now, again, wow, what can happen, man? There are so many games. Crash Bandicoot, really weird because it was a PlayStation exclusive. It could very quickly become an Xbox exclusive. I mean, we got that. We got Spyro. We got Guitar Hero, if they plan to do anything with that. Skylanders, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Call of Duty, Overwatch. There's so many. It's like, which ones are they going to try to make console exclusive, and which ones are they going to keep multi-platform? I mean, who knows, man? This is just the most crazy deal. We're going to have to wait a while, though, obviously, to find out, right? Because again, deal's not closing until 2023, so it's going to be a while until we find out further information about, you know, how Microsoft plans to kind of, you know, go about this. So your guess is as good as mine, but some good conversation for now nonetheless. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts about all of this and just all the craziness surrounding this whole deal, man. It's nuts. It feels like we're living in a different timeline. Anyways, that's good to wrap it up for me. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. I will see you guys very soon in another one. Stay safe, stay well, and until then, game on.